Well, hello guys, and welcome back to addition. And today we are going to be doing addition with multiple addends. Today's objective, we will use the standard algorithm to add multiple addends to find the sum. Remember, addends are the numbers that we are adding together. The sum is the answer to an addition problem. And addition is when we are bringing numbers together to find a total. Okay, here we go. Below there are three numbers. I want you to write these three numbers down in your journal. You're going to line them up vertically and use the standard algorithm to find the sum. So pause the video here and take 275, 804, and 396 and line them up vertically, lining up their place value homes, and then adding them up to find the sum. So you should have lined up 275, 804, and 369. You should have put your plus sign, and then you should have found a total. Remember, you would have to regroup if necessary. So let's check our work. You should have taken your 5 plus 4, and you get 9. When you have 5 plus 4, you get 9, and then you add another 9, you get 18. Remember, you take that number, you put it in the ones place, and you carry or regroup your 1 above the tens place. Now you are adding 1 plus 7 plus 0 plus 6. So 1 plus 7 is 8, and 8 plus 6 is 14. So you should have had a 4 in your tens place and carried your 1 into the hundreds place. Now we're just adding them up one more time. You start with your 1 plus 2, you get 3. 3 plus 8 is 11. And then 11 plus 3 is 14. So you should have a 8 in the ones place, a 4 in your tens place, a 4 in your hundreds place, and a 1 in your thousands place. So again, make sure you put your commas and punctuations where they're supposed to do. And you count 1, 2, 3, and your comma goes in between. So your answer or your sum should read 1,448. Let's try another one. So in your journals, make sure you have this answer, and we're going to try one more. Okay, here you have 3 more numbers. You're going to line them up vertically and use the standard algorithm to find the sum. So in your journals, write down 1,294. Then underneath, you're going to write 613. Below that, you're going to write 3,709. Remember, you have to line them up vertically and make sure that your numbers or your digits are in the correct place value home. Make sure you have the correct symbol of addition. Start in your ones place and add them up. So pause the video here, write those numbers down, add them up, and find your sum. Okay, you should have written 1,294, below that 613, and below that 3,709. Again, you start in the ones place and you begin your adding. So if I start in my ones place, I have 4 plus 3, which is 7, and then 7 plus 9 is 16. So your 6 goes in your ones place, you carry or regroup. Then you begin adding in your tens place. You have 1 plus 9, which is 10, plus 1, which is 11, plus 0, which is still 11. So make sure you put your 1 underneath the tens place You carry your 1 above. Then you should have in your hundreds place, you have a 1 plus 2, which is 3, plus 6, which is 9, plus 7, which is 16. You put your 6, you carry your 1. Now we are in the thousands place. You have nothing for the second number. So your 1 plus 1 is 1. If you need to put a 0 in to do your place value, that is fine. Place value holder is fine. So 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 0, still 2, plus 3, which is 5. And then you count 1, 2, 3, stick in your comma. Your answer or sum should read 5,616. Check your answer. Make sure you have that written in your journal. Make sure your digits are lined up. And here we go. So here is another practice. On last week and on Monday, we reviewed the word estimate. So estimation is having to do with rounding to the nearest place value. So on this one, we're going to estimate first and find a rounded number that is estimated. And then we're also going to add to find the actual sum. So here is the example on this one. We have 14,520. And then I have 3,074. And then I have 1,200. Now I notice that all three of these numbers have at least a place value up to the 1,000. So I'm going to round them all to the nearest 1,000. So what I'm going to do is underline the digit that is in the thousands place. I'm going to circle the digit that is in the hundreds place. That circled number tells me what to do. Is my place value going to stay the same or go up one more? So my 5 tells my 4, okay, it's going to go up one more. So 14,520 rounds to 15,000. So in your journal, make sure you have these three numbers written down. You underline the digit that's in the hundreds place. You have the thousands place, and you have the digit that's in the hundreds place circled. Then after you get those written down, let's make sure that you are rounding them with me as I go. Again, I will pause the video, or you can pause the video to get caught up to do this. Now your next one is 3,700. The 0 tells the 3, yo, you stay the same. So the same thing, you're still going to line up your digits, and this one becomes a 3,000. And then here you have your 1,209. The 2 tells the 1, hello, you stay the same. So that one just rounds to 1,000. Put your equal sign for your vertical addition. Put your plus sign there. Now, when you add these up, your zeros always are zeros. Zeros across. And then you have 5 plus 3 plus 1. 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 1 is 9. And then I bring down my 1 all the way down for 19,000. So your estimated sum of these three numbers is 19,000. You can circle it here. That is your estimated sum. Now we're going to go back in reverse and actually add them up. So make sure you have your numbers written down. They are vertical. I am going to take a moment to erase my work on this part, which is fine. You should have these numbers written. If you need to rewrite them, you can take a moment to do that. You can pause the video here and take a moment to write those down again if you need to. And then here we go, adding them up from your right and going to the left. So we have 0 plus 4 plus 9. Well, 0 plus 4 is 4, plus 9 is 13. So my 3 goes in the 1's place. I carry my 1. Now we're in the tens. I have 1 plus 2, which is 3, plus 7, which is 10. I add 0 to that, and I'm still at 10. So regroup, carry. Now I have 1 plus 5 plus 0 plus 2. 1 plus 5, 6. Plus 0, still 6. Plus 2, 8. Then we're in our thousands place. I have a 4 plus 3. Nothing was regrouped from the hundreds to the thousands, so you're just adding up these 3. You have 4 plus 3, which is 7, plus 1, which is 8. I don't have any regrouping or carrying, so I just bring down my 1 here. And then I have a big number. Remember, I got to count my digit jumps to put my correct punctuation, which is a comma here. I have 1, 2, 3, and my comma goes here. So it reads 18,803. Now, if I look at this, is that a reasonable estimation? Well, 18,803 would round to 19,000, so I think my answers are reasonable. Check your work. Pause the video here if you need to. Make sure that you have your work lined up neatly. Your numbers are where you can read them. If I were there, I would be able to read them. Take your time and do your work neatly. And here is your exit ticket. So on your exit ticket, which will be your number 2 in your classwork on Google Classroom, you will find this problem, which says complete the following equation. First, you're going to estimate to find the sum. Estimate to find the sum. And then number 2, you're going to take the 3 addends. I need to fix that. You're going to take the 3 addends to find the sum. So you have 3 addends here. You have 3 addends here. I'm going to fix that right now. You have 3 addends. To find the sum. So make sure you first move the 3 numbers over. You're going to do your estimation to find the estimated sum, and then you're going to take the 3 numbers and add them to actually find the real sum. Once you get both of them, make sure that is that answer appropriate? Do they round or are they close to each other? Check your work. Once you get finished with that, you're going to send it in to me, and then I will release you to the independent work. Before you leave me to do the exit ticket, this next slide, which is your independent work, Orgo, page 39, you are going to be doing number 2 and number 3 and A through C on both of those problems. Now, if you have your Orgo workbook, it is easier to do that work inside of the book. If you don't have it, it will be on your Google Classroom slide number 3 for independent work. You can use that slide to help you write out all of your work inside of your journal. And remember, you got to take a picture of it and turn it into me when you have finished it. All right, so now if you are ready to go, again, here's your exit ticket. Go ahead and get that completed and turn it into me, and I will see you soon.